Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, I'm your geography teacher, Rubina Bande. Today, our topic for the lecture is ecosystem and types of vegetation. This is the second lecture of your chapter, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. In this chapter, you will learn ecosystem and the different types of vegetation. Let us go to the ecosystem. First, you should know what is ecosystem. Ecosystem is a geographical area where plants, animals, and other organisms, as well as weather and landscapes, work together to form a bubble of life. I would like to describe this term as the ecosystem is the interaction. This is the interaction, the relationship between the organisms and their physical environment, or the relationship among the species. That means when a species, for example, lion, interacts with other animals, suppose lion interacts with fox, wolf, etc., for his prey, so for his food, so this interaction for his survival, for his food, or it interacts with the forest for his survival, for his settlement, makes its den, etc. This in a special environmental setting where you have physical aspects of the environment, you have chemical aspects of the environment. This is all called as ecosystem. Let us see here. This is the simplest definition of ecosystem. What does it show? It shows that it's a this ecosystem is a community, okay, or a group of living organisms that live in and interact with each other in a specific environment. Okay. Just as this same example, lion lives in a forest in a specific conditions of the environment, and it interacts with other animals for his prey, for his food, for his enjoyment, etc. Here, for instance, tropical forests or ecosystems made up of living beings such as trees, plants, animals, insects, microorganisms, okay, that are in constant interaction between themselves and that are affected by other physical components like sun and temperature. We have other chemical components like oxygen or other nutrients. Here are different types of the ecosystems. For example, we have terrestrial ecosystem. In terrestrial ecosystem, you have forest ecosystem, you have grassland ecosystem, okay, where a physical environment, where the habitat is forest, it is called forest ecosystem. When the ecosystem or the environment is grassland, that means it is grassland ecosystem which have a specific plant and animal life. For forests it is different, and for grasslands it is different. The second category, it is desert ecosystem. In this desert ecosystem we have tundra ecosystem, which is a treeless cover, and we have freshwater ecosystem, and then we have marine ecosystem that you can find in seas, oceans, etc. Now, going to the types of vegetation, as we have discussed it in our previous lecture, what is natural vegetation? Natural vegetation is that type of vegetation which grows by its own without any interference of human beings or without any aid of human beings. Okay, in natural vegetation we do have forests. Not all the forests or natural vegetation, because nowadays we are seeing that there is a demand of afforestation, and there are various departments which cultivate the forests, which cultivate these trees, which afforest trees, and make the part of that forest that we cannot say that is not this natural vegetation. All forests are not natural vegetation, but all natural vegetation is forest. In India, there are 5 categories of vegetation, or we can say the 5 categories of forests. At number 1, we have tropical evergreen forests. Second number, we have tropical deciduous forests. Third, we have tropical thorn forests, or we can say scrubs. We have then mountain forests. And then we have mangrove forests. Here is a complete chart which elaborates every type of the vegetation. At number 1, we have tropical rainforests. Tropical, as the name indicates, it is the area which is around the equatorial region or the tropical regions. Why these forests are called tropical rainforests or tropical evergreen forests? Because the trees found in this area, these forests are always throughout the air, these are green. Doesn't mean that the trees are not shedding their leaves, but there are different types of trees, and different types of trees shed their leaves at different period of time, but the effect on the forests is minimized. So these forests are also called as tropical evergreen forests. Why it is evergreen? Again, because these forests are grown on those areas which do have bulk of rainfall. Okay, suppose here, what is the location for these evergreen forests? We have Western Ghats, where we have abundance of rainfall. We have upper parts of Assam. Again, we have Tamil Nadu coast, we have Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These are the areas in India where we have tremendous abundant rainfall. Here, the rainfall required for the growth of these rainforests is above 200 centimeters. That means it goes to 200, even 250 or more than 250 centimeters. The features for these tropical evergreen forests is the trees here are tall and they are thick. They have short dry season. Almost all kinds of vegetation is multi-layered vegetation. In this forest, you can see we have it is layered. We can say also this is a layered forest. Here with the surface we have short forest floor, and after with little height plants we have understory, that's called understory, and after that the plants having a bigger size, not so big, not so tall, that's called canopy, and we have very large trees, those are called emergence. Okay, the species found in these forests or the type of plants found in these areas is a rosewood, rubber, mahogany, ebony, etc. And the animal cover and the animal life found in these regions, in these areas, is elephant, monkey, lemur, deer, birds, different types of birds, bats, sloth, scorpions, snails, etc. One more thing you should remember, that in the whole world, animal life is more than plant life. Here I should mention this also. Second category, we have this tropical deciduous forests. Okay, tropical deciduous forests are classified into two categories. We have moist deciduous forests and we have dry deciduous forests. Why these are called deciduous forests? Because these trees shed their leaves in a particular time of time period. That means the trees found in these forests, they do shed their leaves in a particular time. That means in summer they do shed their leaves because they are not getting ample rainfall in summer. That's why they shed their leaves. Because of the shedding of the leaves, they are called the deciduous forests. This moist deciduous forests you can find in the foothills of Himalayas. Okay, you can find it in Jharkhand, West Orissa, Chhattisgarh and eastern slopes of Western Ghats. These areas where we do have moist deciduous forests. The rainfall required for moist deciduous forests is 100 centimeters to 200 centimeters. Okay, and that means having good quantity of rainfall. Here the species found in the plant species found in these areas is teak, sal, bamboo, sesham, sandalwood, etc. Okay, these moist deciduous forests of India, okay, these are also called as the monsoon forests and they shed their leaves in summer. These trees are tall. Okay, these trees are also tall like the tropical evergreen forests. And this wildlife found in both moist and dry deciduous forests is lion, tiger, pig, deer, elephant. There are a variety of birds like lizard, snakes, tortoises are also found there. Variety of birds and these reptiles like lizards, snakes and tortoise. Here the dry deciduous forests are found in the parts of peninsular plateau, plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. And likewise it is having 70 centimeters to 100 centimeter, that is less than the moist deciduous forests. And the species found, the plant species found here is teak, sal, people, neem, etc. Wildlife is same as we find in the moist deciduous forests. The third category, it is thorn forests and scrubs. These forests are also called as xerophytes. Okay, here the location where the areas in India where we can find these thorny forest, these thorn forest, it is northwestern parts of India, like we have Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. The rainfall required for these forests is less than 70 centimeters. Okay, these trees have deep roots because they have to survive in the dry conditions. They do not get ample rainfall, so the leaves are deep rooted here. The features for these plants is plants are scattered and have long roots which go very deep in the ground. Leaves are usually modified into thorns to prevent evaporation, because we know as the size of leaf, more the evaporation, more the size of leaf and more will be the rate of evaporation. The plant species found in the thorny forest is acacia, palms, euphorbia, cactus, etc. And the wildlife found, the animals found in these forests is camel, rats, rabbits, fox, wolf, wild ass, horse, etc. Then the fourth category, it is mangrove forests. Okay, in these mangrove forests are also called the tidal forests. These are found in the deltas of the Ganga, the Mahanadi, the Krishna, the Godavari and the Kaveri. these because these the deltic areas, the estuary areas, or the Gulf areas of India, they are always swampy, they are always muddy. That means the vegetation grown here is mangrove type of, these are mangrove type of trees. Okay, these trees, they do not have deep roots as the thorn forests. They have the leaves which you can see even above the surface of the earth. When there are low tides, you can see the leaves, and these leaves, it is having a very aesthetic value. They are looking very beautiful when you see these mangrove trees. Okay, here the coastal areas, roots of plants are submerged underwater. Dense forests, these are also the dense forests, because we know this these moist conditions, they do attract the plantation. We are getting an ample vegetation over there. We do have examples here. In mangrove forests, we have sundari tree, we have palms, coconut, etc. And the animals found in these areas is Royal Bengal tiger, turtles, crocodiles, gorillas, snakes, etc. At last, we have mountain forests or montane forests. Montane forests are divided into four types. It is wet temperate type of forest, temperate forest, alpine vegetation, or temperate forest and grasslands. We have tundra vegetation. As you can see here in Kashmir, this mountain forest, it has also various layers. When you will see with the surface, near the surface, we have one type of vegetation. As you go with the altitude, as you go with the height, you can see different types of trees or plants growing. Here the location, you have southern slopes of Himalayas and northeastern states. Okay, where you can see your Jammu and Kashmir also. The features for this type of forests is, they are found, this wet temperate forests are found between a height of 1000 to 2000 meters. As I do say that with different altitudes, plants are changing, plant cover is changing. The temperate forest grows with on the height of between 1500 to 3000 meters. Alpine vegetation grows or found at a height of more than 3600 meters, and tundra vegetation, it is found the areas having highest altitude. That means it goes above 3600 meters. The plant species in these wet temperate forests is evergreen, broadleaf trees, oak, chestnut, etc. For temperate forests, in temperate forests, you can see conifers trees, pine, deodar, silver fir, cedar, etc. As in our Kashmir, we have again in alpine vegetation, you have silver fir, you have junipers, you have pines, you have birches, etc. In tundra vegetation, we have mooses and lichens. Okay, the animal life suitable for this mountain forest is red panda, Kashmir stag, yak, snow leopard, etc. Here you can see the image. It is tropical evergreen forest. These trees remain evergreen throughout the year. These are also called the Sada Bahar forest, Bahar plants. Okay, this is tropical evergreen forests. Then we have tropical deciduous forest. These are green in winters and autumn and spring, and they are yellowish without leaves in summer. Then We have mangrove forests. Here you can see the roots of the plants. It's looking very pretty, beautiful. This is mangrove forests. And then we have mountain forests or montane forests. Here you can see different types of plants or different type of vegetation. We have thorny plants, the xerophytic plants found here. Cacti is a special species found here. And then you can see this very map, tropical evergreen with the green area, showing the green area, Western Ghats, the eastern part of this coast, eastern coast is southeastern coast. You have the northeastern states, which are green in color, deep green in color. These are the tropical evergreen forests. Then you have this light green, very light green color, tropical deciduous forest, where you see the southern part of India, the central part of India, or the north central part of India. Then you have again this green, the parrot green color, showing the mountain forests, which you can see in our Jammu and Kashmir, the Ladakh regions, the Uttaranchal. You have this Assam वगैरह. These are having these mountain forests. Then you have very little this tidal forests or the mangrove forests. You can see it is the a little brownish color. Here you can see near this Bangladesh. Here you have this Sundarbans, deltic regions. You have estuaries. These this brown color is showing the mangrove forests. And then you have the tropical thorn forests, which you can see in the western India, in Gujarat, Rajasthan, etc. Here it's a pie diagram showing the majority of the trees found in majority of the forest is found in India. That is deciduous forests, showing with a red color. And then this blue color is showing the evergreen forests. And then we have mountains, these tidal forests or mangrove forests with this green color, having a little or you can say the smaller average than the evergreen forests and deciduous forests. You would have understood this lecture very well. If you do have any questions, please ask the questions. Thank you very much.